Dusk would, for the most part, has survived this latest lab. Yet this is a place of plant and vine, not the technology that she needs, no. But there are others out there in the world, other labs, and just beyond the glass and concrete and steel here, a subway network awaits, leading to other such places. Yet right now, Dusk is unable to phase through the wall. The weight that she's carrying is too much, and her lifting field is weaker than normal. Yet her focus and mental strain is higher than usual. So hopefully, that is what is limiting her. But we'll find out all the same, won't we? Kia ora, Legionnaires. Rycon here, and welcome back to Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. No hope. Where hopefully we are going to be able to phase through this here soon. But unfortunately for us, our lifting field has been weakened somewhat. So I think the first thing that we're going to want to try and do here is make sure that we stop concentrating on all of our various abilities. Right now we're in distracting pain, our speed is very low, and our focus is abysmal. Well, we can see one of the reasons why is we're incredibly overweight. Right now our total carrying capacity is far lower than what we'd usually expect. Our strength is terrible. That's one of the reasons why it's not looking great right now. We are in distracting pain. Really, more than anything, it is the sleep deprivation that is getting to us, and the most frustrating thing is that we just do not want to sleep. And this is maybe something that's been overlooked with some of these mutations here. So we have the positive trait, less sleep, meaning that we need less sleep than the average person. But then we also have insomniac, so we have a hard time falling asleep even under the best circumstances. We're narcoleptic, meaning we can also sleep at any time, randomly, but we haven't had a proper sleep for a while, and I think that's why this is really, really getting to us. With vomitus as well. I kind of forgot about that, honestly. We also have seasonal affective disorder, meaning once winter hits us, we're going to be feeling that pretty hard. But right now, I think we need to try and deal with this pain that we're experiencing. We don't have much going on pain-killing wise, and this headache as well. Our head is pounding and we feel unwell. We were exposed to a lot of weird stuff, so I can understand why that would be affecting us as much as it is. We're going to go and knock back 2 ibuprofen here, and I think we're just going to try and spend a little bit of time honestly, let's do some meditation. It's been a while since we've done contemplation. We could look at contemplating things. We do need to have a specific kind of dust to be able to work on some of these things here, but honestly, I think we just try and focus on phasing for a while. Something hurts, we're in moderate pain, it's not distracting anymore, but we're hearing so much noise still. We're seeing some interesting things saying that, yeah, from all the sonic channeling we've been doing, we should be experiencing some unusual effects, so that might be part of what we're experiencing. We're down to mild pain. At the moment, we're hearing all kinds of noises off towards the west. Right, I think we're going to stop meditating here. Our attunement has slowly been increasing over time. We can see that we're not in as much pain. We're a little peckish at the moment. We don't really need to eat. Our focus isn't great. It could be worse. So let's have a look at getting our lifting field active. Hopefully, we're going to be okay. We feel a strange tingling sensation. Okay, 68 kgs is the max that we can manage right now, which our rucksack does fit into that. Okay, good. So theoretically, the hairs rise on the back of our neck. That's fine. There's something here. But we're going to be leaving that something behind because we're going to be phasing through this wall. Now, as we phase, let's just have a look and see where we're at here. Okay. Just under 3,000 more experience for us to get to the next level of phase. The max level is 12, so we've kind of been working our way up there. Not bad, but we are free of that space now. So as we maneuver our way on out here, that's bad. Our concentration wavers, we're knocked to the ground. There are Migos here. Not just any kind of Migos, but Migo murmurdons. Hot damn. Yeah, that's not great. This ever-burning torch is currently active. Let's see if we can extinguish it. We can. It takes a million years for us to do so, but we can. And oh boy, they're trouble. We've got no stamina whatsoever right now. We're just going to go and put Dawn onto our back here. They're going to continue trying to strike at us. We're going to take out that wand of fireballs, and we are going to launch a fireball right at our feet, right at them, like so. And hopefully that's done some damage to them. It has a little bit. We've only got 8 charges left at this stage. Okay, we're going to try and bam, hit them there. So obviously we're not hitting them at the center of the explosion, but we are still doing damage to them. We are going to continue launching fireballs here, fireball after fireball, ideally not hitting ourselves in the process. 57 damage. That one is now on fire. They're tracking us now, which is good. That means that they aren't actively trying to kill us. In fact, they're going to start trying to run away, which means that ideally they take more damage as they try to flee here. Looks like that one decided to turn around and come back and try and attack us, even though it is on fire. We're just going to keep these rolling in right now. That's going to be a little bit more difficult for us to get, but I think we can still manage that. It's danger close, but we're getting good strikes with each of these fireballs here. But we can see just how much health these murmurdons have, because they are taking a lot of this damage. But both of them should be pretty close to death at this stage now. We've only got 2 more shots left. I don't know where that other one went to, so let's try and maximize our potential space here. That one's still on fire. We have 1 shot left at this stage, so we don't know where the other one is. We're guessing. Let's see. That one's just straight up fleeing now. We struggle to stand. Yeah, and we are in severe pain, so they have been effectively trying to damage our brain, and they've been doing a good job at that. We have nothing to reload it with. Oh, our pack's all the way down there. Right, we don't have the stamina to pull it. We don't really have the stamina to stand right now. We managed to stand back up somehow. We do also just have our holster. We can try and, I was going to say get that submachine gun out, but I think that's back with everything else as well. Okay, so we're just going to have to hold on out. So the whole mistake that I made there was trying to turn our torch off while our torch was in our extra dimensional bag. It takes way too long to interact with that, which is why so many turns passed while we were trying to diminish the light. Oh boy. And yeah, we're just kind of constantly falling to the floor now. Yeah, I mean, it's not great. It's not great. It's the severe pain that's doing it for sure. Our stamina is back, but our strength is 0 currently. We passed out briefly, falling asleep, but not for long enough. I have no idea where the murmurdons got to as well, but Dusk is just here on the floor now, struggling to stand, struggling to do anything at all, really. If we could just get out of the light, if we could just get over towards that chair, any of those chairs, we might actually have a chance to rest, but I mean, obviously they'd be recovering at the same time. Right now, we feel mentally tired. I am not surprised. Let's just make sure that we're not still concentrating on the lifting field. I don't think we are, but we'll say stop concentrating anyway. Apparently we can't even do that. Can we potentially try to ground ourselves? So I think if we go to psionic, grounding meditation, we will attempt to do that. We'll just put the wand away. You can't continue due to the immense pain that our body is in. Okay, yeah, right. Well, we have nothing to consume. We have no painkillers that we can take because it's too far away. We're just going to wait. Well, our attunement has changed somewhat, and we did see something there. You can't shake the feeling that something is watching us from the darkness just out of sight. Maybe that's what's causing us to be so messed up right now. Our strength is terrible. We can just kind of wiggle backwards and forwards. That's all that we can do right now. Dusk is getting enough stamina to stand up. Well, not stamina, but I wonder if we can just stay prone. Let's actually just try that. Let's go prone, because I think standing up is kind of the issue here. I mean, I guess standing up is not exactly standing up. It just means that we're not just tumbling to the floor. Yeah, we have not moved once this entire time. I tell you what we can do though. Maybe. No, we're in too much pain to be able to use our powers. I was thinking we could use Awaken Teleporter to try and shift. We could potentially do magic. So a Technomancer, we could try Lesser Quantum Tunnel. Too difficult. Yeah, severe pain is what we're experiencing right now. All we can do is wait. We're hearing so much noise. We could try and sleep. I know it's not the kind of place that we want to be doing it, but I don't think we've got much of a choice, really. I was wanting to see if we could put in our earplugs. We can. Okay, we'll get them in. We're deafened. Let's try and sleep. As we take a deep breath, we feel like we're in full control of our powers once again. Okay, does that help us in any way whatsoever? No, not really. So on the cold stone floor here, Dusk lays down. We're not sure exactly what is causing the issue here, but it is more than likely tied to those murmurdons. We're slowly getting strength back as the pain starts to subside, but I think they just overloaded our mind with pain. That is one of our main weaknesses, I would say. We might actually be able to try and stand up now. Let's see. Oh my gosh, we can walk. Unreal. Wow. Okay, let's go take out the earplugs. Hot damn. Okay. So we're thirsty right now. We're in intense pain. We're going to take 2 codeine right away, which isn't going to help with our potential addictions. I don't know if we have any green tea on the go currently. Let's just go get this backpack on our back. Oh, we're knocked to the floor because it's that heavy. Okay, I guess not. Endless teapot. Let's go knock back that tea. Yeah, we're just going to keep drinking that back. Satisfied, hydrated. Okay, and we're just in unmanageable pain now. That's far better. And our strong mutation turns into very strong. We are still currently mutating, folks, and we're even more sleep deprived than we were before. Welcome to the mutation train. There is no getting off this track. All right, Dusk, let's see if we can focus on some of your powers now. We're going to go back to telekinesis, and we are going to bring that lifting field up. And it's crap. It's 12 kgs. So that ain't going to help no one. And I think that, again, is linked to pain. That seems to be the case now. So let's stop concentrating. That ain't going to happen. We are just going to have to kind of hang out here until our pain levels are acceptable, which I think we're probably going to get to relatively quickly. I'm just a little concerned about where some of those enemies might be. Right, we need to try and reload this wand of fireballs. We do have some crystallized mana. Let's just go put that in there. Okay, 19. So that gives us 19 more shots. We can potentially crystallize some of our own mana over time, but we'll get to that. Wow, quite the sidetrack. And I guess we really are not seeing very far at all in this darkness. Oh, great. And there's more Migos. Of course there is. There's a Migo murmurdon right here, right now. Well, thankfully, we just helped recharge our wand. So we're going to take that wand and we're going to launch a fireball. Ideally not hitting any of our stuff, but doing good damage to that. In the process, it is on fire. That's good. We're not going to take a risk here. We are going to launch another fireball. And there we go. That thing is dead. But that's a loud explosion that is going to draw more things over towards us, I have no doubt in my mind. We just cannot see very far in the dark at all. So any kind of night sight that we once had is no longer. We have night vision, apparently, but it doesn't look like it. We can also cast dark sight. Let's just make sure that night vision, it is active, apparently. Is there any way for us to cast dark sight right now? Too difficult. Okay, we're in so much pain we can't concentrate. We're back in severe pain currently. You know we're gonna have to take some more painkillers. Let's just try not overdo it. Oh boy, and there's another one here. Of course there is. Just came out the darkness towards us. Okay, I think maybe 1 or 2 more of these strikes should be enough to kill it, and we have a little bit of light down there now. Hey, look at that, we lit a fire. And the reason that that did catch is because there is wood across here. So the rest of that might actually end up catching up. And oh, we're on the ground once again. And is it because we're overdosing from painkillers? No, it's just sleep deprivation and everything else that is just absolutely messing Dusk up right now. Could we potentially go to sleep? No, but we can just try and rest, even if it is just for a little while, tossing and turning as the worst of that pain seems to have left us. Good, okay, it's fully gone now. We are back on track. Our lifting field should be better. Indeed it is. The rucksack is alongside us. Let's go put that back into our belt, and we are going to draw Dawn out, have her in our hands. Wow. Okay, so we're not in any pain right now. Our focus isn't great, but we should be able to cast Darksight. It's too difficult for us to cast because our focus is so terrible, because we're not in pain at all anymore. We could try and improve our focus. Look, our mood is already really good, so theoretically our mood or our focus should be on the way up right now, but that's not the case. We should also be able to see further into the darkness. We can't really. I guess this is regular night vision. It's not the better variety that we've been more used to having. So this is quite dangerous, what we're doing right now. And it looks like this is just going to be heading to the south because, okay, we were struggling to stand and we're feeling dizzy. Okay. All right, the painkillers are starting to kick in a little bit more now. Yeah, maybe we might have overdone it, just a little bit, just in combination with everything else. So we are going to have to be really, really careful down here. Oh boy, the pressure on our mind lightens. I think it's the combination of painkillers and also trying to focus on spells, or rather our mental abilities, the lifting field, that is causing us to have a little bit of grief here. We could be lit up. That might actually be a better option for us. At the same time, though, I feel like the darkness is our friend, even if we can't see all that much. We should be able to see if this diverts. Oh boy. Okay, blood on the rail. That's fine. More blood. Okay, there's no albino penguins remains. Okay, all right, we got in pain. There is another Migo. Okay, we need to back out of this situation. As much as I would like to continue, well, for one, we've already dropped our pack, so that's not good. Let's get that lifting field going. We're at the 57 kgs. It might be why we ended up dropping it. No, we still got it for now. Okay, that's good. You know, one of those chairs in the dark, I think it's gonna be better than nothing at all. I think that's probably what we're gonna have to go for. At least we know that there is nothing else. I was gonna say there is nothing else following us, nothing else here. Turns out that was a lie. Let's get the wand out. We have 6 shots to make this work. So let's make them count. I'm gonna launch, hit it right in the center there, doing good damage to that thing. And we're gonna fire again immediately. We wanna try and get this thing burning and burning badly. It's on fire. We're not gonna stop. We're not going to relent. We wanna keep on firing until we see that thing dead. And it's close. It's starting to flee. It's gonna try and get away. We do not want that thing to get away and come back while we are trying to rest. But that, I think, is the last shot that we can do right now. It is on fire. It is fleeing. It's more than likely going to die, but we don't know if that's gonna happen. Because these are inside the dimensional bag, I don't think we're gonna be able to, still know where this thing is. Hopefully, it will just leave us be. So, looking here, I think lighting-wise, it should be pretty good. It's considered cloudy here, and then we actually go straight into the dark. So what we could do, oh boy, is fall over onto the ground. We ain't going to be able to do this for much longer. Let's just try and get this chair into the darkness. And this should be very dark here. Good. So that will make it easier for us to try and rest on this thing, which is exactly what we are going to attempt to do. I don't think we're going to be able to get any of our sleep spells off. Peaceful rest, ain't going to happen. We will stop concentrating on the lifting field, dropping the rucksack to the ground beneath us, and we're just going to keep this fireball in our hands. You know what? I feel like that, no, we can keep it in our belts. I think that that's okay. I think having dawn doesn't take long for us to draw out. I think we just try and rest. We're feeling dizzy as all hell, but for once, for the first time in a very long time, Dusk actually feels tired. Oh dear. And Dusk is not as smart as she was. Very smart has just turned into smart. We are going to wake up, and we also got slimy. Okay, mutations are still thick and fast today. It is the 11th of October, which means that Dusk has been trying to sleep all night and hasn't really gotten anywhere. But in saying that, she isn't under the effects of as many painkillers as before. She is even more sleep deprived than she was, but I don't think she's going to be sleeping. She does have focus though. She has that going for her. So we're going to get our lifting field active. It's terrible though. 47 kgs. Why is it so bad? I haven't really been able to figure out what is causing that to be as bad as it is, because there's no way we're going to be able to put the rucksack in there, right? Okay, we can, apparently. Because right now the rucksack is not that heavy. Okay, I'll take it. Oh, there's only 6.4 kgs left in the lifting field. So it's, it's close. We're going to take the earplugs that we have in out so that we can hear. And most importantly, we need to get Darksight active. Still not a great chance to succeed here, which I'm a little surprised by. But I think it's probably tied to focus more than anything. Our sight adjusts to the darkness and we are seeing a lot better now. That's good. So we could try out the caseless submachine gun against the murmurdons. I don't think that we want to be using Dawn against them up close and personal. We are feeling the hairs on the back of our neck stand on end. Let's make sure the safe mode is actually on. That's a Deinonychus zombie down there. Okay, this is fine. Right, myrmidon. Is that the one that we injured? It's very hard to tell. Okay, it is the injured one. Right. I think this is a good test case. We need to cover as much ground as we can towards the enemy here, and we are going to strike them. Okay, that's good. That worked out well. We bit them in a soft part of the shell, and they died right away with 6 damage. Okay, the pressure on our mind lightens. We can concentrate a little easier now. I'm just enjoying being able to see a little bit further in the darkness. That's definitely going to help us here. Let's keep safe mode active. Guardian amalgamation. Let's stay away from that if we can. Yeah. Give them a nice wide berth. Insect samples and giant meat cocoons. Nope. We're passing all kinds of gore right now as we continue on, and we have a swarming amalgamation ahead of us. Okay. So we'll turn safe mode off, we'll try and make our way to the southern edge of the rail, and we'll just continue along this way now. And we are turning. Atom splitter. I'm sorry? Well, we saw it briefly. Okay, where are we seeing that? Up ahead. It's a mind over matter creature. The spheral glows brighter than a street lamp, casting their surroundings into sharp relief amid the glow. They are clearly still lucid, but their expression is blank and their eyes are unfocused. They're going to have a hard time seeing us in the darkness here, and we have a feral radiant as well. It's interesting. We found a white crystal, and we've found 2 ferals here that are imbued with that light. Dusk does not have that light yet, but it is more power. Power is generally something that Dusk seeks out. We're going to try and see if we can deal with this one here first. Okay, we managed to dodge instinctively as that one came towards us there. We're going to try and see if we can strike this one down. Our horns doing a lot of the work for us. This thing is so lit up at the moment. So we're going to try and get closer. We hear an explosion and we were hit in the leg for 1 damage. We're blinded briefly. There's an atom splitter right by us. We're going to continue striking. Our vine's doing a lot of the work, and it is dead. We're still blinded. Apparently our sight has returned. Okay, and we are still lit up at the moment. Okay, let's see if they have anything interesting on them. The smartphone on this one here, I can't imagine it's going to have anything unique. We will probably still smash these bodies though. Or maybe not. There are things around here. We have a strange black crystal. That's not going to really help us out at all, I think. The reason why it's black is because it has already had its power expended. We can still potentially try and do something with that. There is an unseen hunter here. It is kind of running. I want to try and see if we can just smash it about. Keep striking at Dusk. Keep striking. That's good. Yeah, because it's going to try and chase us down anyway, so the more damage we can do to it now. Heavy arterial bleeding, that's good. Are you going to keep trying to follow me? Because that's going to be annoying. Right, so what are we going to do about it? We're going to do some megakinesis about it. At least that's the plan. So, megakinesis, only an 8% chance of failure, but unfortunately we dodged out of the way of this thing. So we kind of need to wait for it to get close to us again. Once it's within 1 square, that's when we can attack it. But right now, we don't know where the hell it is. Okay, there it is again. Are we going to have long enough to do this? I don't know. The answer is yes now. Okay, so we're going to go shove, slam it against the wall. Okay, did we do good damage? We stunned it, so okay, it should be there, or it should have been hanging out there for longer. Unfortunately, we are actually losing a fair bit of stamina here, instinctively dodging all over the place. What we can look at doing is taking the blouse off temporarily. That will expose us to light. Oh, you know what? There is the possibility that this just links up to here. I don't think it's gonna happen. No, it seems to be turning. Okay, I was afraid that it wasn't actually going to go anywhere else. The other thing that we can do with this unseen hunter is just try and run away from them. Try and get enough distance. Unfortunately, because we're lit up, okay, we're no longer lit up. That's good. That helps. It does make seeing the unseen hunter a little bit more difficult though. Although in saying that, there is this blood trail that they're leaving behind, so that makes it a little bit easier. They are just like healing up immediately though. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to cast Wind Running on ourselves, and we lose our concentration. It's too difficult to cast Wind Running. I don't know what's going on. I think it's probably something to do with us being tired, because Wind Running is one of our most reliable spells. We're just going to have to keep moving for now and hope that that just kind of leaves us be, which for the moment, it actually is. Okay, I guess I spoke too soon. Yep, it's still trailing after us. We could also get it interested in something else, and sure enough, I think it has. There is a bio operator around here, which that is interesting to me because someone made that. Someone made that. Okay, it is quite a bit further ahead. We can hear some other noises as well. I just want to have a look at the strange black crystal to see if we can activate it. Searing pain fills our head. Okay, maybe we shouldn't have immediately activated that. That's okay. That's all right. We dropped our lifting field. That's all right. We were stunned briefly by it. Yeah, okay. Let's not mess with those crystals. Not while we're just out and about. Can we get that active again? Thank you. Get that rucksack back into there and okay. Blood hungry from the south is what we're hearing. Okay. Lots of experimental mutants that we will just leave alone for the time. Okay. We were just shot by something. There is a Migo in the dark here, and oh boy. Yeah. Oh boy. Their sight is unparalleled. We need to use these experimental mutants to our advantage here, because otherwise we are going to get shot to death. Okay, even with all of the dodge potential that we have, those Migos are just, they're so deadly. Now, something that we could potentially try and do, if we could actually cast a spell, is cast invisibility on ourselves to be able to pass through there, but we can't cast spells right now, so that ain't gonna happen. Okay, more voices, and okay, there's the experimental mutants. Did you take down the Migo? Kind of hope you guys did. I'm rooting for you. You are of our DNA. Okay, we're gonna keep on moving here and hope that that is the case. Oh, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I think we're just gonna have to run here as fast as we possibly can. Wind running would be amazing. We are currently lit up and our Kevlar vest is completely cut through. Is this thing able to keep pace with us? It shouldn't be able to. Those things barely can. But we're lit up right now because our Kevlar vest just got shot to pieces. Blood is leaking from our torso, and an unseen hunter is now chasing us. Yeah, while these subway tracks are good in that they can lead us to other labs, they are insanely dangerous places to be. Okay, still coming after me, huh? Okay, we need to stop this bleeding. So we're gonna drop Dawn for a second here. Okay, another shot has just hit us. We're in a bad spot here, folks. I have no idea how far along. We're just being pulled by unseen hunters now. They're trying to flee away from us, but right now we're being lit up by our own light, and there ain't nothing we can do to stop that. These things are the worst, and right now, okay, we just had another shot reflect off of our torso. None of our magic is working down here. We can reduce the speed of the hunters with stutter step. We can attempt to do that. But we need to be able to see them to be able to do that. Okay, that was another shot towards our torso, and that's another unseen hunter leaping towards us. Even if we try and use stutter step as well, that's going to... 9 seconds is still a long while. I want to try and see if we can manage it. We can't, because they're just gone immediately. Okay, right. We can see the Migo scout that is hunting us. That's something. We can try and strike out towards that. That's what we want to do right now, because as long as we can take that out, that's the main thing that is potentially going to kill us here. Okay, now it's just the unseen hunters that are down here, the two of them. So we're going to go and use our sheath real quick. We can see that a lot of our stuff has been destroyed. The back scabbard is not looking good. The blouse is gone. The Kevlar vest is gone. The Migo scouts are absolutely deadly accurate with their weaponry. It's always going to hit us directly in the torso. And right now, the only thing that's protecting Dusk's torso is her bark. But we still have a wand. We're going to back up against this wall here. As we get grabbed by this unseen hunter, we are going to just try and launch a fireball out there into the darkness. We actually managed to hit that unseen hunter, which is now fleeing to where? We don't know. We're going to back up again. We are more than likely going to get grabbed. Okay, we're being grabbed from that position there. That's by a fresh unseen hunter. They're still grabbing onto us. We managed to hit them. Okay, it is trying to flee. Can we get in another attack? Seemingly. Okay, this one is to the side here, so we're going to try and do something like that. Okay, that's good. That one's trying to flee. We'll just give it a moment here. Wait for them to reappear. That one's still on full health. That's not good. Okay, I don't know if they're just recovering very, very quickly. We did good damage to it then, though, so hopefully we can do that again. We don't know if it's still there. It is still there. Surely this is enough. We'll launch down that way there. On fire, it's grabbing us, it's still trying to flee. We're attacked by an unseen hunter to the side of us now. Let's launch, let's hit it. Okay, I think the other unseen hunter is over there, potentially, because it's on fire. We can see it lit up. So I'm going to try and just, it's a Hail Mary. Okay, nope, no point. Time spent will be lost, that's fine. Okay, so it was that one that was on fire. So we're going to launch at this one here, hit it. Okay. Can we, by the time we get new stuff into this, it's going to be too late for that. So we're going to grab the submachine gun instead. And I think maybe we just go full auto. That's the only thing that I can think of, is that maybe a full auto burst from this thing might be able to actually kill one of them, because they are regenerating at a rate that we can't win against. And that's saying a lot for Dusk. Okay, so I think we shoot. Heavy arterial bleeding, but it didn't do any damage. And that's from a caseless machine gun that is doing decent hits. I think we actually only hit it once. That's embarrassing. Out of all of that, we only hit it once. And if we could use spells here, I would, but that ain't gonna do anything for us. The only thing that I can think of is that maybe we'll be able to outpace them again, but that's a big maybe. We're in moderate pain right now. I'm going to keep the submachine gun in hand, but we're lit up right now. I think maybe we can just outpace them. This is a nightmare. We're not going to stop, not yet. I think now what we'll try and do is put that back into wherever it was, which I don't know where it was, because apparently the only option is to drop that. I think it must have been in the rucksack. So we're just going to go and reinsert that into there. Yeah, there we go. Okay. This is not the episode that I thought we were going to be recording, but that's what late stage Cataclysm is going to be like. We're going to get rid of all of these old notes here because we actually do still have the rucksack with us. What a time. So there's nothing else that we can wear on our torso right now that's going to help us. What we will try and do, though, is that if we hear something else moving around down here, something buries its beak into the bio-operator, well, ain't that fun. If we can find mutants, there is a chance that they'll have clothing. If we can get ourselves clothed, then, hey, that's a good thing. If it's more unseen hunters, which it looks like this might be the case again, we're just going to make sure that we get enough distance from them. We will have to stop soon and try and get some stamina back, which I think we're going to do now because I can hear enemies. So before they're on us, well, okay, they're here already, and it's a Migo. We'd managed to do some wicked damage to it though, so that's great. It's trying to come back for some more. I'm fine with that. Regular Migos, we can hold our own against totally fine. We're going to continue swinging again and again, trying to kill these things. They're not going to have any clothing for us. That's okay. Heavy arterial bleeding, well, that thing was bound to die eventually. The bio-operator is making its way on over towards us. It is bleeding. We should be able to outpace it.
It's kind of semi-illuminated as well. We're getting some stamina back just as we are walking here. What a nightmare this place is. Okay, we're hearing another noise. That's what I want. Experimental mutants. I'm sorry, lads. I'm sorry to do this to you, but we have to. Dusk, with blade in hand, goes into a trance until every single one of them around her is dead. Orange jumpsuits, just like the old days. Dusk is going to be getting back into her old getup. An orange jumpsuit is on her once again, and that allows her to actually see what's going on around her. Wild, isn't it? Okay, well, that torso could be looking better. Definitely. We're just going to keep moving here. We're going to take safe mode, put it on for now, as we see yet another Migo. As long as it's just a regular Migo, we are okay with that. We're going to chase them down and make sure that they're not going to be a long-term problem for us. We're just going to follow this trail of blood until we find its body. Okay, a shot just reflected off of our torso. Not great. We can see a regular Migo over here. We're just going to keep on moving. Okay. The Migo scout is damaged right now. I think what we're going to try and do is just try and rush the scout. Oh, there's an unseen hunter here. Well, ain't that just great. The Migos should actually keep the unseen hunter occupied. At least that's my hope. That's good. Okay, well, we made a little bit of a dodge there. No, we got pulled by the unseen hunter. Okay, so, yay. Deinonychus zombie came in to save the day there. We can keep moving. Lucky us. God. Oh, a zombie soldier. You know what? I'll take you out. We'll show you a good time, and we'll see what you're carrying. The thing about the army, or rather the zombies here, they are going to be filthy. So it's not going to be as good for us to be walking around with the stuff on. I will just go and drink the clean water though, because, hey, it's free clean water. Why not? But everything else here, we don't really need to worry about. The jumpsuit that we have is already giving us the coverage that we need. Oh, what is this? M. Several corpses of military soldiers. And we also have black water, an expanse of some sort of black liquid. The air nearby is chill. Its surface is perfectly smooth and undisturbed by ripples or wind. You have no idea how deep it is. Hate that. It's just cold, chill air all the way around here. Can I take some of this water? The black liquid. Pour into a container, glass flask. I know we've taken some liquid before. Yeah, we actually have it from another area as well. Freezing to the touch. When we pull out our fingertip, it is dry as a bone. Enjoyability is not great. Do we drink the strange liquid? Well, maybe not right away. I'm going to try and see if we can track down some more of those military corpses that are around here, supposedly. We've just lost our dark sight. So let's make sure that we go and cast that once again, except it's too difficult for us to do so now. I'm assuming because our focus is not all that great. In saying that, our mood is, so it should be higher than it is. Is that another? No, that's just a. There aren't any actual military corpses around here. I guess we might just have to go with bad sight for now. Our focus will be on the rise. So if we have a look at our current morale, malaise is currently affecting us the most. So let's see if we can improve that. We do have a tool that can potentially help improve our mood. And we maybe shouldn't have done that around here because the air is quite cold around that space, but we feel much better. Our focus is on the rise. We can hear someone screaming in the dark. Just normal things. Dark sight is still too difficult for us to cast right now with our focus being as poor as it is. So let's just have dawn out. Let's have safe mode turned on and cool, great. Glowing crystals. Okay, this is an interesting find for us. Crystal cluster. Okay. So if we were able to get our strength high enough, we could smash these to pieces like we've done previously and get different kinds of crystalline dust. I don't think we can get any of the big shards from them though. At least I'm relatively sure we can't. Let's just experiment here. Let's enhance our strength and see what we actually get at this stage. 30. Not as good as it's been in the past, but not terrible. If we were to try and use Dawn to smash this, we can smash it pretty easily. And we can end up getting a few different types of crystalline dust here. Yellow being one of the ones that we needed earlier. There's just so many varieties though. So if we have a look at practice, yeah, that would allow us to practice the various telekinetic abilities. So it doesn't seem like we need any special crystal stuff for teleportation. Yellow is what we need for telekinesis. Cyan is what we need for electrokinesis, but it looks like all of the abilities that we have right now, we do need some dust. So cyan, and yellow is what we are looking for currently. I want to try and see if we can put Dawn away here and still smash this. Okay, we can. We can smash it with our hands. Dusk, that is incredibly impressive. Yep, keep smashing until destroyed. Take that cyan and yellow, and just keep smashing. You know what I think we'll do is we'll just go and smash all of the crystals that are here, because Dusk has the strength to do so, and then we'll just do a quick little search, pick up all the dust that we could possibly need. We can obviously get the other varieties as well, but right now we don't need them, so let's not worry about it. Okay, so I feel like that's probably a decent amount of dust. It is. Good. Okay, so we're going to go back to our concentration, and we're going to stop concentrating on our enhanced strength field, just so we don't have to concentrate so much. And as for the minimal pain that we're in, we'll probably just take some regular painkillers if we can. That last ibuprofen, so close to the morphine, don't accidentally be taking that dust. Any chance that we can cast magic now? Darksight, still too freaking difficult. Okay, something that we could do to maybe try to improve our focus a little bit here is reading. So we could have a look at our smartphone here, read files on these devices, classic literature. So very indistinct shouting. Let's see. Focus is slowly improving there. Okay, that was good. That was something. Except I don't think we're going to get much more joy out of it. When it's gray like that, yeah. We're tired as well. Focus is a little bit better, but it's still not quite high enough for us to get the benefit that we need to actually be able to see down here. And there's another unseen hunter. Okay, so, right, we're going to just try and dodge and weave our way through here. I don't know what we're dealing with. More mutants, more jumpsuits. But we're not going to worry about them right now. We will turn on safe mode, or rather turn off safe mode. Didn't realize we had it on before. We're just going to keep on moving until we walk right into a experimental mutant, which, I'm sorry buddy, but we're going to have to take you out. The shelled mutant we are not going to worry about though, because that's going to take far too long, and that's a big old bestial mutant that we do not want to be tangoing with. There was another big stag thing there as well. We don't want any of that. No siree. Damn, the days of Dusk dancing around every single attack are gone with that enhanced blouse being gone. It does mean that we can control our pace of combat a little bit better though. It still makes this whole process just so dangerous. And I have no idea where this is leading us. Right now, we are out just underneath of a forest somewhere. This is unknown to me. It is unknown to Dusk. It is dangerous. Oh, and we have a Migo. Of course we do. We have more than one Migo, and we more than likely have other Migo-like creatures down here as well. As long as there's no scouts, we're okay. And we've run into more mutants, who we ideally don't want to face if we can avoid it, but sometimes there is no avoiding it. For now though, we seem to be okay, and I think sticking to one side or the other does seem to be the best call right now. Ish. Because sometimes we just get grabbed by an unseen hunter, and we know from past experience that we just cannot deal with them at all. Something that I should do before we go much further though is look at reloading our wonder fireballs. We're going to put in one of those mana crystals just so that we have something in that one. Another unseen hunter that we're going to try and leave in the dusk, and we just destroyed a Deinonychus there that came for us in the dark, just by accident really. I think the hunter is still trying to chase after us as well. Yep, it is. It's certainly trying. We've got a lot of light here, but I don't think we're at a crossroads or anything like that. We just have a bio operator. We're going to have to start running again, I think, to put some distance between us and the unseen hunter. And slow down. Whoa, okay. Ran straight into Migo. Sometimes that's going to happen down here in the dark. And another unseen hunter. Oh, got a bio operator on us here. And managed to hit our left arm. And that hurt a lot. The small feathered thing turns out to be a little bit of a pain in the ass. That actually hurt us. And it made us drop our bag. Okay. Tricky. Oh. We get knocked to the floor, I think because it's stunning us. It tries to kick your left leg and knocks you down, but your armor protects you. Okay, so it's kind of, it is intelligent. It is trying to disable us. It's trying to get us prone so that we're easier to strike. Right now, it can't quite see where we are, which that's good. As you can see, we've traveled even further just in this perfect straight line. We are way out in the unknown. Let's see if we can get our lifting field active. We've got the rucksack hovering alongside us, and we just want to try and move past that thing. Okay. We will leave them behind us. Oh boy. And that is a thing, I think, in front of us. Indeed, it is a thing. We don't want to tango with that thing. So we'll just continue. In other news, our focus hasn't gotten any better down here. It's worse, even though our mood is good. Oh boy. And a scream has just dazed us. So that's probably a murmurdon. It's put us into unmanageable pain, and it looks like finally the road is starting to turn here. We are just going to keep on running. We need to make sure that our lifting field is active. It is. That's good. We cannot see far at all, and a murmurdon is right here. Okay, so what do we do about this? We try and strike it. Try to. Okay, we actually managed to get some damage through there, getting a critical. We strike again. Another critical. It's Dusk's fangs that are going to be able to cut through this thing's thick armor. It's trying to run away from us right now. We aren't going to let it get away too easily. If it gets off another psychic stream, we're going to be looking pretty bad. So let's just continue moving down. It's bleeding, and it's bleeding badly, so it's going to take a little while before it decides, hopefully, to try and come for us again. So we didn't have a crossroads there. It's just straight up a turn to the south. Why it came out all this way before deciding to turn, I don't know. We've got an experimental mutant that's hanging out behind us now. We'll strike him. Another one has just appeared in its place. And there's more than a few here, it seems. Dusk does not have a lot of strength right now, but she still has a sharp blade in her hands. And she is not taking any crap. She's also not going to hang around much longer than she needs to. Let's try and run and use what little speed we have. That unmanageable pain ain't great. Oh my gosh, we've got light though. Yes, finally, something. Something at the end of it all. Dusk strikes down yet another mutant. As stamina loss starts to overtake her, she does not have a lot of strength right now, and those are a lot of experimental mutants. Still, she continues to hold her ground as more and more of the creatures that look like her and Elliot come tumbling out the darkness towards her. None of them are able to break through her armor. Her stamina is so low she can barely hold that blade in her hands, yet she does. As she watches the thing trek off into the darkness, leaving a trail of blood, another appears. Dusk gives it the same treatment, except this time it does not escape. There is no escape from Dusk. Right, we cannot hear anything right now. There's still an experimental mutant out there. I'm just trying to get our stamina back right now. Oh boy, just jumpsuits on these ones here. Okay, you injured? You're the one from before? You are. You should just leave. Oh, and as it turns out, that orange jumpsuit isn't so orange after all. It looks blue. Matches our hat rather well. We still have our rucksack. We still have everything else. Okay, well, you know what that means? There's gunshots in here, which means that this is not an entirely inactive lab. Do we have enough focus to be able to phase through the wall here? We are carrying too much, it says to us. Okay, so that's probably because our focus and pain levels are high enough that our abilities are not as powerful as they usually are. However, there may be something that we can do. to help with that. If we go to our torrential channeling or even the extended channeling, I think that could potentially help us. Wow, look at that attunement. The attunement's crazy. Okay, we just fully opened ourselves up there. If we can't face, that's bullshit. Okay, anyway, I guess we'll turn that off then. We were fully open to the nether, yet we were still not able to do it. That's unfortunate, that sucks. But it's not the end of the world. Let's go draw out Dawn. That experimental mutant, I think, is or was... Oh no, it's attacking an unseen hunter. So there's an unseen hunter here. There's a hunter between us and the lab. And Legionnaires, I hate to leave you here on a cliffhanger like this. But Dusk achieved her goal today. She made it to another lab, but she lost a lot along the way. The only reason why we are traveling down here right now is that it's the most consistent way for us to find other labs. But this is the end of the line, so this one has to pan out for us. We can only hope. We have no idea what to expect on the surface, but surely it can't be all that great. Either way, Dusk has her work cut out for her. She is tired, she's in pain, and there is something unseen carving an experimental mutant apart. No doubt its attention will turn to Dusk before long. And with that thing here, she won't be able to rest and recover to be able to get into here. She might have to try and lure it away. Either way, Dusk will prevail. She always does. She always finds a way to continue, even when things look like they are the end. She was collapsed out the front of the lab she was in previously, unable to move, overcome by the psychic screams of the Migos, creatures that have not just plagued Dusk, but so many other survivors, especially the origin of Dusk, her mother, who knows the threat the Migos pose perhaps better than any. So, I ask you all, after this exhausting episode, if you enjoyed, please consider leaving a comment or a like to let me know if you enjoyed the show. As for now, I have been Rycon, you have all been awesome, and until next time, stay tuned.